Welcome everyone to this exclusive training for the School of Freelancer Freedom. If you're a solo freelance vibe coder, an AI builder, or a software developer who's tired of the technician's nightmare and ready to start operating with the professional capacity of a full-scale agency, you are in the exact right place. My name is Lamont Evans, and I've been freelancing for over 20 years, and over the last 4 years I've been freelancing as a vibe coder. Today I'm handing you the master key on how to make money with vibe coding in 2026. We're moving past the old way of trading hours for dollars and entering into an era of the systems architect. In this session, I'm going to unveil the exact blueprint that we use to consistently attract and land $10,000 software projects at 10 times the velocity of a traditional freelancer. The game has changed completely, and by the end of this presentation, you'll understand why it's no longer about how fast you can type syntax, but how effectively you can architect the machine that does the work for you. Let's get straight into the framework that's responsible for a complete market shift. Now, I want to be very clear about why the old way of doing things isn't just difficult, it's mathematically broken. The freelance marketplace is collapsing and the data proves it. Look at the numbers on your screen. 70% of sellers on major freelance platforms make less than $100 per month. This is what we call the platform trap, a high competition, low margin environment where you have zero control over your income and the platforms win before you do. But it's not just about competition, it's about the AI reckoning. Since the release of tools like ChatGPT, there's been a 21% overall decrease in demand for traditional automation prone jobs. Specifically, software development demand has seen a 20% decline. The rise of AI isn't just changing your tools, it's collapsing the old market. The traditional model of trading hours for dollars is officially obsolete. If you're still competing on price on platforms like Upwork and Fiverr, you're in a race to the bottom that you simply cannot win. To survive in 2026, you cannot remain a manual technician. You must become the architect of the system. Look at the image on this slide. If this feels familiar, it's because most freelancers, even the most talented vibe coders, eventually realize they haven't actually built a business, they've just created the world's worst job. This is what Michael Gerber calls the fatal assumption, the belief that if you understand the technical work of a business, then you understand a business that does the technical work. Just because you know how to vibe code doesn't mean you have the machine that can scale. We call this the technician's trap. Like Sarah the pie maker, you get caught working in the business rather than on it. You're stuck in a cycle of doing it manually, writing every line of code, handling every client email, and fixing every bug. The result is a massive fulfillment consumption bottleneck. Every time you land a $5,000 or a $10,000 project, your marketing has to stop because you're too busy doing the manual labor. Your passion has become a prison of endless tasks. To reach the next level, you have to stop being the manual technician and start being an architect who designs the machine. So, how do we escape the trap that I just described? The answer is a fundamental shift in identity. You must stop being the technician and become a systems architect. On the left of this slide, you see the technician's reality. This is where most solo coders live. They focus on the work itself, the manual syntax, and the individual tasks. They're selling their time, which means they are simply a component in the machine. In this role, your income is permanently capped by the number of hours that you can physically work. Now look at the right side. This is the systems architect. The architect focuses on the system, not the task. They don't sell time, they sell outcomes. Instead of being a part inside the machine, they design the entire machine. Because the system does the heavy lifting, your income finally scales with the value the system provides rather than your manual labor. Our goal in this community is to not teach you how to work harder, it is to show you how to build a valuable asset, a business that operates without your constant manual input. We're moving towards a business designed to serve your life, not one designed to consume it. Now that we have diagnosed the technician's trap, I want to hand you the escape map. This is the architect's blueprint, the STAR method. The STAR method is a complete operating system designed specifically for the solo vibe coder. It allows you to function with the professional capacity and velocity of a full scale agency by systematizing the four critical pillars of a modern software business. Showcase S, we build irrefutable authority. Instead of sending resumes or bidding on low value projects, you show what you do through AI powered demo projects that attract clients who are already sold on your expertise. Tools T, we eliminate the fulfillment bottleneck. By using mandated AI powered stack, you bridge the gap between solo effort and agency level output, completing projects 10 times faster. Acquisitions A, we convert interest into income. This pillar teaches you how to turn a client's vague ideas into precise $10,000 offers with frictionless precision. Retention R, we engineer reliable, predictive monthly income. We call this RPM. We stop the feast or famine cycle by building automated growth loops and hosting fees that ensure your income is stable and scalable. This is the exact architecture you need to move from chasing $500 gigs to commanding five figure contracts. Let's dive into how we execute phase one, showcase. Now let's dive into the engine that drives your visibility. Phase 1, Showcase, also known as the S.C.O.P.E framework. The rule for systems architect is simple. Stop telling your clients what you can do and start showing them. In the world of vibe coding, authority is no longer built through resumes. It is built through irrefutable demonstrations. We're seeing a massive shift in the market. Demand for AI skills is exploding with searches for AI automation up by 136%. To capitalize on this, you must build AI powered demo projects, small, potent applications that solve a specific problem using AI. These aren't just cool tools, they are your new portfolio that proves you can architect solutions at scale. But here's the most important part of this pillar: the only metric that matters is direct messages. As a systems architect, you must forget about vanity metrics like likes and views. A DM is a direct signal of interest from a potential client who's seen your work and is ready to buy. By implementing the S.C.O.P.E method, system demos, content cadence, optimized platforms, proactive engagement, and evaluating metrics, you turn your technical expertise into a client magnet. You stop chasing $500 gigs and start attracting warm inbound leads who already trust your expertise before you even speak to them. Now we move to the engine room of your business. Phase 2, Tools, powered by the F.I.T.S method. Most solo vibe coders suffer from what I call fulfillment consumption. This is the single biggest bottleneck to scaling. You land a client and suddenly your marketing has to stop because you're buried in manual work. The F.I.T.S method is designed to eliminate the friction entirely. F is for fulfillment focus. We use AI tools to accelerate development so that you can stop the pause scaling cycle. You stay in a growth mode even while delivering high value projects. I is for integrated categories. A systems architect doesn't just use random tools. We use a curated mandated tool stack that works as a single ecosystem. This includes Go High Level for your CRM, Cursor for AI first development, and Superbase and Vercel for rapid deployment. T is for tool selection tests. The most important factor is workflow fit. We prioritize tools that make the work faster and cleaner over the troubleshooting for free trap. Remember, constantly switching tools and fighting buggy systems kills productivity. S is for speed and system. By mastering this specific stack, you provide professional organization. You no longer look like a solo coder. You appear and operate with the capacity and velocity of a full scale software agency. This stack removes the friction from development, marketing, client management, finally freeing you to focus on high value architectural work. Now we move into the third pillar of our blueprint, which is phase three acquisitions powered by the close method. Most solo freelancers suffer from reactive acquisitions. They rely on word of mouth or sporadic referrals, which means their business has a capacity of one. The moment you implement our showcase engine, you'll be flooded with inbound interest, and a manual single threaded system will break under that volume. The CLOSE method is built to handle the capacity with frictionless precision. C is for call clarity. We conduct structured discovery calls guided by AI generated prompts to perform deep fact finding and needs assessment. L is for lead pipeline. We implement a dedicated CRM pipeline and go high level to track every lead through a long sales cycle, ensuring a clean, repeatable path from interest to income. O is for offer outline. We use AI to instantly generate polished strategy outlines, proposals, and contracts. This moves the clients from I have an idea to a concrete buildable scope with zero ambiguity. S is for systemized closing. We present a proposal so clear and professional that the deal closes on its own merits. You no longer need aggressive sales tactics or a charismatic personality to wow the client. E is for execution and enrollment. This is where we finalize the transition, handle the payment, and initiate client onboarding. By using this system, you stop being a hired hand and position yourself as a strategic partner. You stop negotiating on price because you are now co creating a high value solution that demands $10,000 per project. Finally, we arrive at the fourth and most critical pillar of the STAR method, retention, powered by the auto framework. This is how you escape the feast or famine cycle and engineer what we call reliable, predictable monthly income, RPM. Most solo vibe coders stop the moment they deliver the software. Before a systems architect, the delivery is just the beginning of the compound growth phase. A is for automation setup. We use Go High Level to automate all administrative tasks from follow ups to project check ins, ensuring you stay top of mind without manual effort. U is for upsell sequencing. We systematically convert one time $10,000 projects into long term retainers. A prime example is automated hosting and maintenance. By charging even the modest $20 per month hosting fee and scaling it across your entire client base, you build a predictable income floor that covers your overhead automatically. T is for testimonial slash referral loop. We don't wait for referrals, we engineer them. We use automated triggers to request testimonials the moment a project is successfully completed, feeding that proof back into your showcase phase to attract the next $10,000 lead. O is for ongoing communication. By maintaining relationship stability through automated check ins, we ensure clients stay longer and spend more over time. By implementing the auto method, your business is no longer a series of one off sprints. It becomes a perpetual lead generation engine where your existing clients are the ones funding your next level of growth. Now I want to show you exactly what this transformation looks like in the real world. This is the timeline of moving from a solo vibe coder to a systems architect in just 90 days of using the STAR method. Look at the left column. This is where most of you are right now, the technician's trap. You're chasing $500 projects on Upwork, competing with thousands of others in the race to the bottom. Your process is 100% manual coding, meaning you have to bid constantly and you're treated like a commodity. The result? You are burnt out, your income is unpredictable, and you are trapped working in the business. Now look at the right column. This is the systems architect after implementing the STAR blueprint. You have the income shift. Instead of bidding on low value gigs, the architect built a single AI demo project which generated 5 qualified direct messages, the strongest lead indicator that we tracked. The process shift, by using the F.I.T.S stack and the closed framework, they landed a $12,000 project from a single inbound DM. No bidding wars, no price negotiations. The result shift, they didn't just stop at delivery. They implemented the auto framework and now earn $250 per month in reliable, predictable monthly income (RPM) just from automated hosting fees. The final outcome isn't just more money, it's control. You move from being a hired hand to a strategic partner, and you are no longer exhausted by the grind because you're finally working on the business rather than being consumed by it. You now have the complete architectural plan. I've handed you the STAR method, the exact what and why behind commanding $10,000 projects. But as every architect knows, a blueprint is just lines on a page until you have the tools, the materials, and the expert guidance to actually build the structure. This is where you face a critical choice, phase 3, the hand raise. You can take this information and attempt path A, which is a self guided implementation. You can try to research, test, and stitch these systems together on your own, but this path carries the massive risk of AI fatigue and inconsistency, the very things that kill productivity and keep you trapped as a technician. Or you could choose path B, the accelerated implementation, by joining the School of Freelancer Freedom. Our school is the exclusive ecosystem built for one single purpose: to transform you into a systems architect. It is the only environment where you get the hands on support, the community of fellow vibe coders, and the professional accountability required to install the entire machine into your business. We don't just give you the map, we give you the installation guide to secure genuine financial freedom. If you're ready to stop relying on luck and start operating with the velocity of a full agency, your move is simple. DM me the word STAR right now. This is the strongest indicator that you're ready to move from doing it to architecting it. And I'll send you the details to join our next cohort immediately. Now let's be honest, having a blueprint is only the first step. To actually win the AI reckoning, you must move from the what and the why to the hands-on how. This is why I'm inviting you to join the School of Freelancer Freedom, the definitive ecosystem designed specifically to transform you from a solo vibe coder into a high-earning systems architect. This isn't just another theory course, it's an exclusive environment where we provide hands-on support, community, accountability required to install the STAR method directly into your business. While others are going to be struggling with AI fatigue and inconsistency, members of our school operate with the professional capacity and velocity of a full-scale software agency. The market is splitting and the middle is disappearing. If you remain a manual technician, you're falling 3 years behind for every year you wait to adopt these systems. If you're ready to stop being a manual component in a broken machine and start being the architect of your own financial freedom, this is the next immediate step. DM me the word STAR right now. This is your hand raise. This is the signal that you're ready to stop relying on luck and start building a valuable asset that serves your life rather than consuming it. Now, we've arrived at the end of this session, but for many of you, this is the beginning of a completely new life as a systems architect. I want to open it up for any questions that you might have about the STAR method or the School of Freelancer Freedom. As we move into this Q&A, remember the fundamental choice you face. You can stay in the technician's trap working in a business that feels like the world's worst job, or you can commit to being the architect who works on the business. The AI reckoning is no longer a hypothetical threat. The market is splitting and the middle is disappearing. If you don't adopt these AI systems now, you're falling 3 years behind for every year you wait to catch up to the first cohort of AI savvy freelancers. The School of Freelancer Freedom is your hands on installation guide to securing reliable, predictable monthly income. RPM, through a frictionless closing system. Don't let your comfort zone be the curtain that keeps you shrouded in darkness. DM me the word start right now to signal your hand raise and start building a valuable asset that serves your life instead of consuming it.